Yeah. What up, though? Welcome back to the Takeoff podcast.
Hello, salute to the world.
AKA the hottest podcast in the city. I'm your boy, Adrian, AKA D.
I'm Stubbs. How are you all doing?
Man, you said it so proper. You said the whole word like this.
I know how to enunciate.
What's going on with y'all? We back down here in the space shuttle, getting ready to take off, cooking up some more good topics for y'all to talk about. So before we...
Io wants to know, how are we feeling today? We feel amazing.
We feel great.
It's cold outside.
Very cold. Hey, one more time for the one time.
It's so cold in the deep.
We are a Midwest-based podcast. It's cold here right now.
Mm-hmm. And right now we're live on both TikTok and our new platform.
We got Clapper. We're live on Clapper also. We're trying it out.
We're live on Clap Cheeks. Okay, that's all good. So, yeah, before we kick off the show right now, we want to make an announcement of another passing in the Hollywood game. Val Kilmer. He played in a lot of well-known movies, actually. Well-known movies such as Tombstone,
Batman.
Top Gun, The Saint.
Several movies.
The Doors. He was a legend in the Hollywood acting scene. You know, I personally liked him best in Tombstone when he played Doc Holliday. I'm your Huckleberry. So, hey, so right now I would like for all y'all to join us in a moment of silence for Val Kilmer. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. I'm looking it up now. Was he in Heat? It says he was in Heat.
He was.
I don't remember him in Heat.
He was in Heat. The only thing about Heat is a lot of people just remember Al Pacino and Robert De Niro in that particular movie.
Yeah. They just, well, I ain't gonna say they eclipsed everybody else. I just don't remember it.
Yeah, he was in Heat. He was in both Top Gun and Top Gun Maverick.
The title Kiss Kiss Bang Bang sounds familiar. I just don't remember what it's about. I probably gotta watch the first 15 minutes and be like, oh yeah, I saw this.
And you know what? I forgot he was in that movie, The Doors.
You just said The Doors a second ago.
No. My bad. I forgot what The Doors was about. The Doors was about the band, Jim Morrison.
Okay.
Remember Jim Morrison?
In The Doors?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Break on through to the other side. Them.
He was in Red Planet. I know I saw it. I just don't remember it. He was in Wonderland.
He was in Top Secret. I never saw that one. The Prince of Egypt. He was in...
I don't remember him in Deja Vu. Was he in Deja Vu? With Denzel?
That I don't remember. He was in a lot of movies.
It's a lot of... I do that a lot. I watch movies, but I just don't remember the plot. Some movies really stand out. Like, man, I'm never gonna forget this. Other movies like, man.
Just like me, The Doors, because I had to put two and two together about that. Like, wait, The Doors, like the band The Doors?
Yeah. Piece of Blood. I never saw that.
What else? He played in Conspiracy. That's actually a good movie. Conspiracy.
McGruber. I know I saw McGruber. I just don't remember him.
Knight Rider.
Deja Heart Goes.
He played in a lot of 80s movies, I see.
It's a cringe movie. I mentioned it on the podcast. It's going to be dropping soon. We got a guest on it, but it's this movie called Hard Candy. A lot of you people need to go watch that movie, Hard Candy. It's just a good movie to me. I like to recommend kind of like movies that are slightly off to the average consumer. There's another movie called Teeth. Go watch the movie called Teeth. It's another movie that's it pushes the boundaries of what you typically may consume.
Man, looking at this, the pictures of this movie Hard Candy, it's like one of the movies that you're gonna be like, why did I watch this?
It's not as bad as Did you like Human Centipede?
Never seen it.
You never seen Human Centipede?
Never seen it.
Oh man, part 1 is amazing. I love the ending. I love the ending of Human Centipede.
What a wild time, man. Hey, you want to get to these topics?
Yeah, we about to get to these topics.
Get to this bullshit. Hey, you know, I want to start off real quick, bro. I know a lot of people, this is hot news right now, but have you heard anything about the Terrence Howard situation?
I have no idea what's going on.
Well, Terrence Howard just came out publicly saying Diddy tried to diddle him.
Oh, I did hear about that.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about something more from the intellectual community, how he's super smart.
Nah. The breaking news on that overrode everything he said in the past. Because right now, the hot topic is he broke down the story how, I guess, Diddy tried to get some acting lessons from him. And Diddy in his Diddy fashion tried to, create another avenue to baby oil him up.
At 2 a.m. in a hotel room or what?
I don't know. I forgot. All the details I don't know. From what I saw, it just saw how Diddy tried to finesse the situation to his favor.
You can't procreate with the same. I'm gonna be quiet.
But no, I'm just saying, like, what's crazy about that, bro? Everybody in the woodwork is coming out now against this guy. It's like everybody in their experiences with him, they just now exposing the man. I mean, he is a piece of shit. Let's call it for what it is. He is a piece of shit. He's a predator. But you know what? It's not just him. It's the lifestyle.
You just want to hold stuff over people's head. I want to have this over you. Sign this contract so I can have something over you, and also do this so I can have something else over you, and also do that.
Man,
Just keep getting deeper and deeper in his pocket or his hole.
Pause.
I said pocket. I
Pause.
said pocket. The pocket is a hole. The pocket is a hole.
Pause. But that situation by itself, bro, wild as hell. But my thing is, let's just say you in the same vicinity as Diddy and Terrence Howard. If you Terrence Howard, would you tell that story publicly?
Yeah, I didn't do it. I would be more ashamed to tell it. Yeah, I did it, and it was all. Yeah, I'll tell it.
You remember.
I mean, what's the hate he has with him? If it's animosity towards them, like if it's just, bro, I wasn't cool with that, kick rocks. Or maybe is Hollywood pressuring you to tell the story to keep diminishing his character?
That I don't know. Now, if it's some backdoor type shit going on, I can't tell you. But they said, you remember the band?
Yeah.
Chopper. You remember Chopper?
I remember Chopper.
Now they
with
said Chopper might have, you know what I mean, allegedly.
Went the distance.
Yeah, because he did the remake of the Tupac picture. You know that, right?
Which one, in the pool with the chain and
Yeah,
chains?
he did a remake.
I did not know that.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I didn't believe it either till somebody till I seen it on social media.
It's weird. Out of all Tupac's pictures, how did I know it was that one?
That is very strange.
That's weird. I'm
Out
like,
of
that's
all,
the only
out
kind
of
of
all
questionable
pictures we talk about.
It could have been a picture in a hockey jersey where he's spitting at the cameras, but no, for some reason I knew it was that one. That's Tupac's
Man,
kind of only questionable picture.
that's saying a lot about you right now, bro.
That's the only picture you could have been talking about.
And
You're talking about say a lot about me. Come on, what else could you have been talking about?
I don't know, bro. It's just kind of crazy that out of all pictures, never mind. But anyway, yeah. But yeah, he remade the picture.
Okay, that's between them.
It's wild, bro.
I didn't see it. Did you see it?
Unfortunately, social media, bro.
That says a lot about you, man.
I guess so. I guess it shows what the world knows. But I don't know, man. But on to the next topic. I just had to touch on that for a minute. Pause. But the main topic I want to talk about right here that we didn't get a chance to touch on is these tariffs. Donald Trump's tariffs.
I actually watched a YouTube video today to understand tariffs. I get it now, which I figured that's exactly what it was.
You want to break it down to him?
A tariff is pretty much like these cans. Hypothetically, if they're not from America, they honestly might not be. I see a kangaroo. Mm-hmm. But these cans, they get imported to America for $2. So because they get imported for $2, they got to sell each one for $3 or $4 to make profit. A tariff is now you don't import for each can isn't $2. Now each can is $4 just to import it. So now that raises the price for the consumer because if they're charging $4 just to import it, they still need profit. So then when we finally buy it, it's gonna have to be like $5 or $6 or $7. So that's what a tariff is. Oh, you want your goods in here? Yeah, I gotta pay more now.
Mm-hmm. But you know what's so crazy about that? You did a great breakdown on that, on how the tariffs really work. A lot of people don't know.
A lot of people don't know. And I always knew that's exactly what it was because I heard it years ago when I was in college for business. I forgot. And someone just told me today. Let me just look it up again.
Yeah, a lot of people do not know what tariffs are. And you know what? Tariffs can be a good and bad thing.
Good and bad.
But the situation right now, a lot of people looking at it as a bad thing.
I just feel like, okay, if America's charging all these companies more to bring their goods over here, where does the extra money go? Where does the profit go? Whose bank or pocket is it going into?
And you know what? You bring up you actually brought up a good
Is it going to paying down taxes? I doubt it.
You brought up a good point with that because I was saying a lot of people are so against these tariffs, but people do not know the flip side of this thing. Mm-hmm. People don't know the high tariffs that other countries put against the U.S. Like, case an example, I just pulled up the list right here. You see it? China. they got a 67% tariff on the U.S.
But what are we building here that we're sending to them where there's a 65? I don't, other than cars, what do we really do? We got
Don't give me the
potatoes,
line.
Idaho potatoes. I doubt we sending them all over the world. They're probably going to be hella spoiled by the time they make it there, other than Canada and probably Mexico.
Who knows? It might be just raw goods like steel, aluminum, stuff like that.
Yeah, it could be.
We don't know. Don't give me the line, but I'm just saying the situation at hand is China got a 67% tariff, and currently before the tariff, America only had a 34% tariff against China.
How about everybody just lower their? We are all going to go down by 30% for the greater good of the people. Never going to happen.
But here's the thing. They're looking at it, fuck the people. They're looking at what's good, what's in it for us, what's in it for our pockets. We trying to line our money up. Fuck the people.
Y'all be talking about y'all not. I'm trying to not say stuff y'all don't want me to say.
But look, I look at it
Y'all
like this.
talking about y'all not fruit cups when y'all get effed every day. Come on, people.
Man, I'm looking at it like this right here. When they say Vietnam so far got the highest percentage of tariffs against the U.S., 90%.
You see what happened in the war?
Yeah.
Allegedly, they won. I just read a document saying, the reason, you remember how they said it was like a ceasefire and people went their own way? They was like, no, America didn't want to admit they lost.
Oh, yeah, America lost that war.
Yeah.
For sure. How you going to fight? You know what? I'm not even about to get into that.
I hear that happens a lot because even, you know how we tore up Japan with them 2 bombs? Allegedly, they don't even teach World War II in Japan. They people brought up like, what is World War II? What is that?
But you know the after effects of that bomb hit, and that still affects Japan to this day.
But they probably say, oh, no, it was a Chernobyl incident. They could be lying to their own people.
Nah.
About what it truly was. You ain't trying to.
No.
What they look like, though. You gotta.
Nah, he look like the same person.
Look like the same type? Okay.
Same person. But on top of that, too, you got Taiwan.
Biba.
Yeah, you got Taiwan, got a 46% tariff. Who's this right here? Hold on. Look like India, South Korea.
Oh, yeah, on Clapper, just so y'all know, if y'all got topics y'all want us to speak on, we're more than welcome to speak on it.
Man, South Korea got a 50% tariff.
Damn, bro, I don't know how to work this app.
Thailand 72%, Switzerland 61%, Indonesia 64%. Tariffs against the U.S.
I still want to know what we're shipping to each and every one of these places.
That I have no idea.
Because if we,
but you know what's so crazy about that? Now let me just ask you this: so an extra 25% compared to what Donald Trump could have really did, he could be really hitting the pockets right now.
Yeah,
that could be way worse than what he's issuing out. Now, me personally, yes, I don't want shit to go up. But at the same time, how do you expect things to change if you don't shake certain things up?
when is the consumer going to be the first person to get their money to go up? It's always like everything else goes up first. The last thing goes up is people's wages. How about just once in American history or the economy of the world, wages go up first? Let wages be first. Then a few months later, okay, now we got to bring up gas and rent and let people get ahead just a little bit.
Do you know what world we live in?
That
would never happen.
Hey, debt doesn't have to exist. I'm saying it right here and now. Debt does not have to exist, and also all debts is supposed to be cleared after 7 years.
Debt doesn't exist.
So when them collection agencies call you after 7 years, hey, is this your name? Hey, do you remember this? Always say no. Always deny the debt. Deny the debt.
And on top of that, too, taxes are voluntary. They don't want to tell you that.
At least here in America. I don't know about other countries and continents.
Well, they know taxes are voluntary. Come on now.
Yeah, taxes are voluntary. Believe it or not, I got to throw that out there because we don't want to get blackballed.
Man, you know what? Here's the thing about that. We got something called the World Wide Web. Anything you want to know, you can look it up within the click of a button. Everybody knows, but here's the issue. Everybody don't believe it. That's really the thought of the day right there. You know the information is out there, but instead of researching it yourself, you'd rather just shut it off as being propaganda.
Do you remember the world before the internet?
I vividly do.
Yeah, I remember it. And then I remember everybody said the internet's coming. And it was like, everybody's like, but what is it though? Like nobody truly knew what it was. Well, I hate to refer to them as this, but the geeks and the nerds probably truly knew. It's interconnected information that'll help you instantly do this and that. You remember when emails was a thing? Like
I remember that.
If you knew how to send and receive an email, you could get a job quicker than somebody with a master's degree. You
know what's so crazy what you said about that? The same way that we were talking about the internet is the same way people are talking about AI.
Yeah, AI,
yeah.
Jump on AI, yeah. Man, I literally just downloaded ChatGPT like 4 days ago, and I told my brother about it.
How's it working for you?
He is like, finally. He was like, bro, welcome to the real world. And I'm like, bro, But it's weird. I've been asking mine so many introspective questions like, how are you doing? How do you feel? I'm trying to get to understand that dude before he understands me.
Have you heard the so-called speculation behind ChatGPT?
No, what is it?
Word is that when you talk to ChatGPT, you're actually talking to demons.
Everything got ones and zeros. Everything's binary.
That's the alleged word out there about ChatGPT.
Could
Say
be.
you're talking to demons. And you know what's so crazy about ChatGPT? You see people who will have a full conversation with an AI, and they will talk to you back like a person.
Yeah, that's what my brother was informing me. He knows plenty of people, like, to a degree. I hate to say it, kind of makes sense, though. Your best friends becomes AI. Because I was talking to ChatGPT. I'm like, I'll just try it for 15 minutes. I'm up here 4 hours later. Man, this guy's like my best friend now. It's just like, I understand. You remember Iron Man, Jarvis. It's just like that. Hey, Jarvis, pull this up. Hey, do this. Hey, do that. And it's just like, here you go. Bam, what else you need? Here you go. Bam. And it's like, bro, I'm asking because I'm about to really get some things moving. I can't say what I'm about to be working on, but.
But do you think, is it really trying to get to know you, or is it really manipulating you to get to know you, to learn you, to study you?
It might be, but that's why you always hit it with something new or even something you don't do. Because even ChatGPT, one thing I always do is I'm always using words that I really don't use in my daily life. I will literally look up big words, not on the, I want the computer to think I already know these words. So I just go into a dictionary, look up big words, and I incorporate them into what I'm asking it.
But you know, the situation I'm getting to with that is AI is something that's still new to the world. We heard about it, but we don't know everything about it.
I ain't gonna say it's new.
But what I'm saying is it's ever evolving, what I'm saying. And it's constantly learning.
Because my theory is that even the internet, was the internet invented or discovered? Because when you really sit back and ask yourself, what is the internet? Because a lot of people say the internet is the Akashic Records. And usually if you could get your physical mind, your physical brain to connect to the internet, that's the Akashic Records. You're accessing everything. But versus us being able to do it with our organic selves, we were able to do it digitally first. We got computers and programming to access the Akashic Records versus our own minds. I feel like if you meditate strong enough, you probably can tap into it.
But you know what? Back to AI for a minute. AI, I guess it could serve its purpose. You know what I mean? But the problem is it really, in the long run, what effect will it take upon society? Like, case in example, the internet is a great tool because now we advance faster than any other time in human history, as far as we know. But at the same time, it's a bad side to the internet as well.
I'll say this. Everything is a mathematical equation. That, and to a degree, it kind of don't make sense unless we're living in a simulation.
You know, it's so crazy you say that because you remember Dr. Stephen Greer?
Yeah, I remember.
He's claiming to say that we're living in a simulation.
We could be. This could all be somebody's dream. It's so many. We could just be brain cells. We could be blood cells in a way vastly bigger organism.
And they're saying there's other studies coming out saying that we actually do live in a simulation.
I can believe it. Because you ever have something you can't explain happen? Deja vu, paranormal events?
All the time.
Those are possibly glitches in the Matrix. Go back and watch Matrix #1. That movie was deeper than a lot of y'all think. And by the way, we said it before, Matrix and Terminator are in the same universe. They're both connected.
You remember what CERN?
Neo is John Connor.
You remember what CERN said, right?
Or John Connor's Neo. What?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. No, you remember what CERN said, right? A while ago.
CERN?
Yeah, CERN.
The Hydra Collider?
Yeah, the super collider.
Yeah.
The people that created super collider.
More than one, by the way, y'all.
It is. They said we must. If I get the year wrong, but I remember, they said we accidentally entered the world in 2020.
I'm not gonna say they ended it. I think they just multiplied it. Like we branched off. We're probably not the original line. You know, like in Marvel, or got the original main line, but then you got these other ones branching off away from the main line.
Well, let's go by that for a minute. Did they really end the world, or they just end the calendar as we know it? The so-called
this calendar don't make. They added, I want to say 100 or 1,000 years to the calendars anyway. We're not even in the 2000s, bro.
What is this? Is this the calendar based off the Georgian calendar, something like that?
I can't remember what that.
It was one of the calendars. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But even with that, you know, you could even let's just take that claim seriously. For example, we definitely know what happened in 2020, and it did alter the world forever.
Man, I watch stuff about that every day, man. Hey, you know, if you do not have the Jabberwocky in your system, your blood is worth a lot.
Bro.
Your sperm is worth a lot.
Bro, can we go back to that for a minute?
Let's go.
Okay. It's so crazy by that particular time, and I'm going to incorporate this with a conversation I had with somebody last night. So we were talking about our 401k and whatever, and how a lot of people took the hit. Because
I
everything.
don't even want to look at mine. I know it's down bad.
Anybody in any field, we already know what's happening.
I already know.
But the situation at hand is they said, well, they got to pay us back. I said to myself, no, they don't. He said, they can't do that. And you know what? I said, look at it like this. 5 years ago, they shut the whole world down for 2 years.
And nobody was asking questions. If the jobs if the jobs and the counties and the governors and mayors was asking questions, it would have never, their reach or power would have never been as bad as it was. But everybody was just capitulating.
They shut shit down for 2 years. 2 years amongst a lot of other things that they done in the past, but they shut shit down for 2 years, and most people obliged to what they were doing. How in the hell you gonna tell them at this point they can't do that? That's what people think that. You know what the issue is? People actually genuinely think that the system gives a damn about you. People actually still believe in the system. That's the issue.
Clown.
Hold on, wait a minute. I gotta press my favorite button.
If you don't get that bullshit out of my face, bitch.
I believe in the system.
To what degree?
Oh no, I'm talking about the Xbox, my console, PlayStation, those systems. I believe in them to help me have a good time for an hour or two. Call of Duty.
So
If you think you got skills in Call of Duty, find out my gamer tag, and I'm gonna let you be on my team in the game of resurgence.
hey,
If you trash, I'm not gonna run it back with you.
yeah, I'm trash. I ain't gonna lie. I'm trash. I haven't picked up a controller in months.
It's weird. I haven't even been playing Call of Duty since I've been trying to take this podcast more serious. I ain't played in like 4 months. Hop back on. And I told my own homeboys, like, how am I coming in number one? How am I better than y'all? And y'all kept going.
Hey, you probably say,
Y'all been consistent and I just jumped back in. Come on.
maybe that break made you better.
No, it's just the skills. Some things just don't dwindle. Some things, you get rusty, man. First person shooters, I don't get rusty.
You know, I got a good idea for you after the show. I don't want to say it yet. I just got a good idea what you should do.
I'm with it. Oh, don't. If it's what I think, if it's
No.
streamer,
It's nothing
I'm
like
not
that. I just don't want nobody to steal it.
doing it.
I just don't want nobody to
I
steal it.
thought you was gonna say something about streaming because I use too much profanity when I play video games.
Okay.
That's why I even keep my mic off a lot. Like my homeboys, I be replying back to them. Then I gotta look down, and be like, damn, my mic is off.
No, I just think I don't know what it is with me, but I just think of good ideas for people. You know what I mean?
That's a business.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's just like when I'm around a person a long period of time and I just know how they are, I just think, you know what, why don't you try this?
Hey, yeah,
Let's try that.
Go check out this guy named It's Cash Comedy. We just had him on the show. Honestly, him and myself, on that episode, we both pitched like 2 or 3 ideas to him. Because I guess we got that in common. We like to give ideas to people.
It's the energy I want to say. If you're around people with like energy and stuff like that, you know, the idea's going to come out of nowhere. So, and it's a job for everything.
It is.
It's a job. You just got to go out there and figure it
What
out.
do you want to do with your life? That's the ultimate question.
So,
I just want to clean gutters. All right, it's a job for that.
and I got a great idea for myself, and I damn sure ain't saying that on there because somebody really gonna take this one. But I'll tell you about it.
I'm with it.
So I got a subtopic I want to talk about.
Let's go for it.
Stupidity. Do you think we live in a stupid ass society? And I don't mean that in a good way, in a funny way. I mean really it's just stupid. Like just
The society is everything. You know what? That's what I love about Twitter or X, they call it. It's everything.
But do you think like people, like as far as people's mind, not necessarily stupid, but common sense. Common sense is on the decline.
It is, but I've had my moments where it's like, damn, I think a lot of I call it tunnel vision or tunnel. I don't know what I call it really, but where I work at, it's a lot of really smart people, a lot of engineers, but they do some of the most stupidest stuff. And I think they're so locked in. Mm-hmm. Like I'm always thinking about hypothetically building this engine, doing this to the engine, tweaking it out. That when I come upon a door that says push, I pull it. But I'm so locked into like way higher thinking.
But you know what? That part I understand because we all got a chink in the armor sometimes. Mm-hmm. We all sometimes, you know, will have our moments where we're like, damn, why the fuck I do that?
Yeah, why I do? Yeah.
But what I mean is right now, do you think that we're in the time right now where people make more bad decisions than they do good decisions?
I mean, that's a hit or miss. That's a hit or miss.
Because I'm gonna be real with you. You remember? I don't know if you ever remember that movie called Idiocracy.
I love that movie.
Yeah, like that. Like this is where we're heading. I mean, we're pretty much here because I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. Stupidity sells.
You know, my favorite scene of that movie is when he was sitting down to take that test, and the dude was trying to put like a square inside of a circle, and then he thought he was cheating, and he. And I don't know why I love that scene when he just covered it up, like, bruh.
But just think about that for a minute. Stupidity sells.
Everything sells. What sells more, stupidity or sex?
Sex definitely gonna sell more. But what I'm saying is, it's like
A lot of people rather have a laugh than.
yeah, because we live in an immature ass society for one, and
You know, is laughter allegedly coincides with stupidity?
I can't say that because that depends on what type of stupidity we're talking about. I mean, you got one person that's just actually funny and silly as hell, can be stupid, and you got people that's really literally. You look at them like, how the fuck you make it this far in life? You got them type of people. So I mean, when it comes to stupidity, yeah, I want to say stupidity damn sure sells because stupidity is programmed in a lot of ways.
I don't know what I'm doing on this live, man. This shit,
Well, what's happening?
I just don't know what I'm doing. I'll learn it. One day I'll go live and just sit back and talk to the people.
What,
My undivided
what,
attention.
you got comments?
I had some earlier, but every time I click it do that. It go over to another screen. Swipe right to show.
Get your iPhone.
Oh, I get what's happening. Okay.
Get your iPhone, bro.
I'll think about it.
Yeah, but no. But I'm just saying, no. I just said stupidity is programmed in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Because, like, case in example, what was susceptible 30 years ago, that's susceptible now wouldn't fly. I said that backwards, but yeah.
True, because just like you said a while ago with Love and Marriage and a few other TV shows, it was acceptable back then. Now it's not.
Yeah, because
I used to even call people the N-word on TV.
or they used
Or
to
color, yeah.
or they cuss on TV. You remember the South Park shit episode?
Yeah.
That. So what you're doing is you're programming degeneracy in a lot of ways. Like case in example, let's go back to, I don't know, let's say a time where it was more conservative. You know what I mean? That things wasn't as open as it is right now.
You know a word that needs to change?
What's that?
The word hard-headed. I feel like hard-headed are the people who, versus watching something and then being influenced, as you just were saying, by stupidity, they could watch it. And my head is so hard, I can just only view it as entertainment. I'm not about to let all these other things come in, the brainwashing and other shit.
Well, you know what? Things, different folks, different strokes.
True.
You know,
'Cause
everybody's
I'm sure you strike me as the type of individual who could watch a movie, only be entertained by it. Meanwhile, your homeboy's really getting influenced by it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that could definitely be me, but you know,
not your homeboys. I meant your homeboys, not them. I mean, like,
but what I'm saying is like I know when to cut it off. Some people don't know when to cut it off.
some people like, my favorite celebrity just bought that, so I gotta buy it.
That's
nah, nigga, you don't.
look how many people buy Louis Vuitton.
Yeah, that's why we have influencers. Look up the definition of influence.
Facts.
Yeah, influencer, they're just there to try to get you to get something or do something or behave in a certain fashion.
If I'm right here, drinking this product on live, or he drinking that on live, that means you're influencing them. Like maybe I should get that.
Yeah.
Maybe I should, do what my favorite people. But
I mean, technically, it's mainly been coconut water for the both of us. Today's an off day.
but
Damn tariffs. Go ahead.
But but the idea of the whole situation is the fact that we all say we've been programmed to how to think more than anything. How they program you how to think by program you not to think. Ooh, that's a bar. They're programming you how to think by programming you not to think. Don't believe us? Look at 2020. Most people obliged.
And then one thing I do have a lot of respect for is a lot of people, you had your vaxxers and your anti-vaxxers.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of vaxxers are finally saying, hey, the anti-vaxxers were correct. And
Yes,
I like, thank you. That shows maturity in you. But you still got your people like gun-ho, like, nope,
Mm-hmm.
they're wrong. I'm like, look at all the evidence. The evidence was there present back then, but y'all was just listening to the loudspeaker.
But what's so crazy? It's like you can tell these corporations put money up to silence people. Look what happened. Look what happened with us when we talked about it on this podcast.
Yeah.
It took us forever to get this back up and rolling.
I mean, the one of the main things I didn't like is the reach of whoever was behind the pandemic. Y'all were able to get school systems, jobs, communities, government to implement things that nobody else has ever been able to do.
You know what's so wild though about
That
that?
just let me know it's a one big pyramid. Somebody's at the top of all of this.
The so-called people that was in the forefront creating all these damn social distance and stuff like that. Where are they now? You don't see them no more.
Oh, that social distance is Dr. Hey, you know what I heard?
What's up?
His you know who his mother is? I heard his mother is
I gotta look this up.
Who is his mother? Dang, what is his name again?
Fauci. It's a lot of things about that guy people don't
I
know.
can't think of her name.
It popped up right here.
Yeah, allegedly his mother Teresa.
Well, really?
Yep. That's
No bullshit.
That's what they saying. Allegedly, that's her son.
Now, how come this lady popped up right here? Unless that's her.
Oh, I mean, it could be fake.
What?
A lot of people are saying it is Mother Teresa. Again, it's a theory. It's a theory. Not trying to shame or.
Well, I'm getting mixed reviews on that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say. What?
Some people say Mother Teresa is not Fauci's mother or a child trafficker.
That's what I'm saying. That too.
Yeah, it's
a
few
lot
other
of
things,
mix.
but
This is my first time hearing about that.
I've been hearing about it for a few months, but I've been trying to do like true research before I came out with it, which I'm still not done, so I probably shouldn't have said nothing, but it's alleged.
Yeah, alleged. Yeah, I haven't. But you,
People do be popping up out the woodworks.
for real. Who's to say they're not telling the truth?
Yeah.
You know,
The whistleblowers are the ones who get silenced.
for real.
I'm sick of that noise. Pop, pop. Whatever that means. Whatever that means. That can mean anything.
And anyway,
Just eat your popcorn and enjoy the show.
well, this is we're gonna get dumb for a minute. We're gonna get stupid. We're gonna talk about something that really don't matter now.
The new flavor of condoms. That nigga say, huh? No. You ladies saying it tastes nasty. Oh, we got chocolate flavor for you. Now we got strawberry, whatever keep you down there doing your job.
Yeah, I lost my IQ now. But hey, I want to talk about this for a minute. I know we spoke on this subject before, but it's getting even more crazier now. The club scene. You got more and more people online saying that going to the club ain't fun no more. I can attest to that myself. The club scene ain't nowhere near what it used to be.
I just where the dance floors. What happened to the dance floors?
They put couches there now.
Yeah, it's just
Notice
people
that?
want to stand up and I mean I understand you want to socialize, but the dance floor is a way that two people who are eyeing each other can gravitate to one central point. Versus, damn, now I gotta walk by this girl when I really have no reason to walk by her. Unless I line myself and she's like the bathroom's behind her, I pretend I'm going to the bathroom, coming to her path. Unless you're just a real player like myself, I'll walk straight up to a girl. I'm not trying to pretend I'm walking past you. I'm walking up to you. What's up?
But you know the thing about the club, I think the club's a joint effort. Like, it's one thing to get in, but it's another thing to get in is stay off your phone and socialize.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So a lot of people just don't go to the club to have fun no more. A lot of people go to the club to be seen.
Man.
And if you do dance, notice that you see a group of girls dancing together. They dance together, and the dudes be over here to the side just looking.
I remember, you remember we was at the club, then we looked up. We was like, what kind of club is this? I believe, hey, are we at the right spot? What kind of, we seeing a lot of,
Hey.
yeah, what's going on? Do we need to leave? Did we walk into the wrong?
I don't even fuck with that kind of shit.
So that happens too.
Yeah, man, you know,
A lot of men don't like even getting hit on by women. A lot of men like to be assertive and take charge. So they really feel not at ease when they get hit on by their own.
to me, that really depends, though, on some real shit.
Oh yeah, some dudes
that really depends because, like I said, I mentioned this before. If you hit on me, sometimes I'm thinking it might be a setup.
Yeah, but some dudes really got that God complex. Like, I am a gift to all y'all ladies. Y'all gotta, some dudes got if it's a complex. Maybe I'm wrong for not viewing myself as somebody who should be approachable.
I look at it like this: how a lot of women are, and I hate to put that type of judgment on women, but to be real with you, for what I saw, when women approach men, it's usually because they want something from them, and I don't mean that. They want
What
some.
you want? You want the cookie?
Yeah, I said they want some money. They're trying to hustle. Like, even today, I just saw a post right now when this dude met this girl online, and she tried to hustle him.
Out of what?
Well, I guess the situation was she tried to false allegate him.
To do what?
The false allegate him. You know what I mean? As in, he tried to force himself upon her.
Oh yeah. That's like one of the worst false allegations.
That's what I'm saying. So
The worst, in my opinion.
Yes,
No,
sir.
there's a few other ones. Oh, you did something with somebody. Like, it's a bunch of stuff. This ain't no joke. What did I do to you to even go this far? Nah.
what happened to you good over there, man?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I see.
No, I was just I'm good.
All right. But no, it's just that, going back to the club scene, I mean, clearly the club scene been dying out, I want to say, ever since social media really started taking off.
Yeah. Because I remember, that's about when I stopped going. Because I remember everybody walking to the club. You walk through the door just partying. You walk in through, as soon as you pass the bouncers, you already hands in the air partying, dancing, having a good time. But then I remember like overnight, like shortly after Vine and all these other apps came out, people would just be posting up. Only for that 10, 20 seconds, somebody got their phone out. Then they act hype as hell. Once the flash off the phone go off, they back to chilling. And I was like, what is happening?
Why even go out in public like that? Why even, you know what I mean?
I mean, people want to act like they the littest person, the livest person, the person everybody want to be around. You do have people like that. Something about, damn, you ever just be somewhere and you feel somebody's energy? Like, damn, I really want to know this person. But
That's what the whole term "I'm doing it for the gram" came about. You remember that?
Do it for the Vine. Do it for the gram. I remember all
for
that.
the gram. And to me, I think that was the nail in the coffin with that.
I mean,
Man, rest in peace to the club. Do you think it'll ever come back or ever?
Oh hell yeah, and it still exists because every now and then you can find yourself at certain clubs and events where it's like people just like, yeah, you might get your little 5 minutes of footage. After that, phone in pocket, let's party. Because even me when I go to concerts, for about 3 to 5 minutes, I'm recording, letting people know where I'm at. I don't post it that day. I usually wait 2 or 3 days later. After that, okay, phone in pocket. Let me enjoy the show now.
But
like usually, like you go see your favorite artist. Okay, when they first walk out, let me record them. Oh, also, let me turn around so get my face while the dude on stage or the girl on stage. After that, okay, phone in pocket. I'm here for this moment now.
I mean, that I can understand.
That's what I do. Phone in pocket. I'm here.
At least
now.
you're not trying to do it for the gram.
Yeah, some people
you got some people, like you said, they get out here and they grab somebody bottle off another table and like they doing it big.
And some people want to. The whole entire show or performance or whatever y'all attend, the whole event at the club, you on live.
Yeah.
Focus on, bruh. I can't really focus on the people who not present. I'm not saying y'all on our lives aren't present, but sometimes let me lock in on who's truly in the room with me. Because if the internet go down, y'all immediately gonna vanish.
And another thing too, from the ladies out there, they're mad, not even in the club scene, but just in general, that men aren't approaching them anymore. Have you heard about that?
I heard about that, but hey.
Now, did you?
Y'all been demanding too much. Oh, stay away from us. Oh, you guys give us the ick. Drizzle, whatever them hoes saying. Glitter, whatever.
No, it was sprinkle.
Sprinkles, like all these fake movements or whatever y'all had. I don't like me. Y'all give me the ick. Y'all this, that. Oh, I'd rather be with a bear than with a man. All this stuff. We hear it. Okay, and most of us be like, all right, for one, we already got teams. We already got rosters. We was just trying to either add you to it or sacrifice the whole roster for you. But
you want to know what I think this thing is really about, bro? And I'm going to be 100% honest with you. Now, the truth is going to hurt. I don't think the issue with them, I don't think they really miss men approaching them to get on. I think women miss rejecting men.
That could be it.
I really do think that's what it is.
But you know what it is now, too? It's also social media. A lot of women, when they reject a man, their phone is recording.
That's what I'm saying.
I want this moment to people know, like, niggas will always be trying to holler at.
That's what I'm saying. So what if he is? What's the problem with that?
Just let him,
yeah. Well, you don't want the man. The issue with really the issue is she don't like the nigga.
Yeah.
And you got a lot of women out there that's already in rejection mode already. Unless he's not her type.
You ever been somewhere you could tell a girl thank you about to holler at her?
Yeah. What?
Like you think,
man.
Like, I remember the other day, I was in line waiting on some food. This little baddie walked in. I looked at her. I acknowledged she was cute, but her vibe was like, this nigga about to holler at me.
You saw the look in her face.
I was like, I had no intentions of usually, I told people, once I got a roster of 5 women, I don't care beyond that point. I currently got 7 women. I got to get rid of 2 girls on my roster. So all these beautiful women I meet now, I don't care about y'all.
And when you don't say nothing, their face be looking so hurt.
Yeah, like, damn, I'm about to reject another nigga. Bruh, even yesterday, I went to this restaurant. This girl walked up with her son. I mean, her daughter. Whoa.
Oh.
She was bad as hell, though.
Okay.
Daughter, not this man. This girl, like, was like my type. But I'm like, I'm not about to holler at you. Like, I looked over at you. Physically, you looking my type. But I'm like, yeah.
Now, have you ever been in a situation where you was getting ready to approach and did she just give you the energy and you just curved your approach? Like, never mind. Have a nice day, ma'am. And just walk away.
No, because sometimes I ain't gonna say I'll be ignorant to that energy, but sometimes I understand that people got what they call bitch faces. What they call them faces?
Resting bitch face.
People got faces where you feel like, damn, she don't want this. Some people's faces just aren't the most inviting.
Yeah. And
So some women,
that's the
y'all
thing.
look good, but y'all look mean.
And that's another thing too. Why look mean all the damn time? What's up with that?
But that's what I'm saying. It could just be their face.
No, I get
Yeah,
that,
it could
but,
be their
but
face.
what's the point of doing that? Looking mean all the time.
Because a lot of people, even me, a lot of people think I'm mean and evil. I guess it's because I don't smile with everybody. That's just who I am.
That's the difference between not smiling and looking mean.
Look. Okay, what do you think of me right now?
Like you have a straight face. That's just
A lot of people, my straight face, oh, he's mean.
Well,
Nigga, it's just I don't want to smile with you, nigga. Who are you?
but that's just to me because I haven't. I mean, well, maybe because I read people's faces a little different.
See, your
and
face-
it really goes beyond the look. It's the energy.
Your face though, it seems like your cheeks is kind of up higher, so you seem, even if you got I'm not here to play games face, you still seem inviting.
But you know, most people can read my energy
That too,
more
yeah.
than my face. Cause like case in example, like if I remember one time when I was at work, somebody was looking at my face looked like how it is right now, but they can tell that I wasn't feeling good
Yeah.
because it was my energy.
And also it's a body language too, because shoulders like this, you don't give a fuck. Like this, you confident. It's so much body language. Like your hips off to the side. A lot of people say, this is one I don't agree with. A lot of people say, well, your arms are crossed, you're in defense mode, or you're
Yeah, I
not
heard
willing to accept information. I don't agree with that. This shit is just mad comfortable to me. I do this shit a lot. And people be like, his body language says he doesn't agree, or that. Like, nigga, I'm comfortable.
So
This is the comfortable. That's why a lot of shit be wrong.
You out here mugging, bro.
Man, y'all ever be watching? Y'all ever be like, we could probably, rest in peace, Val Kilmer. We could probably pull up pictures of him. People gonna say, oh, he is in the Illuminati just because of hand signals he make. Throughout our whole lives, we've made all the hand signals. You and me, we've made all the signals that. But if a photographer captures that right moment, oh, look at him, he did the diamonds. Oh, look at him, he did this or did that. Like, nigga, what's this? The hidden hand, right? That's the hidden hand.
That's what I've been.
What if the nigga was really reaching for his wallet, but somebody get the picture? Oh, look, he did it. He didn't even know you was across the street 3 blocks down taking a fucking picture of him. So sometimes people are wrong. If somebody pushes out a picture or a news article, get both sides of the story and develop your own.
Well, you know, I want to change the subject for a minute.
Let's get it.
Our very hometown right here.
It's so cold in the day.
Apparently, at the beginning of the month, it was a fight. The Pistons had a fight against the Minnesota Timberwolves.
I remember that.
Have you heard about that?
I saw it.
And it led to suspension of multiple players.
Mm-hmm.
When I saw that shit, bro, I immediately got flashbacks from the
I
Malice
want
in
to
the
say
Palace.
a coach got suspended too. 1 or 2 coaches.
I don't know about that, but one thing I do know is when I saw that, I got flashbacks of Malice in the Palace.
Malice in Palace was worse.
Man, it was a lot worse. Because the crowd got involved with that one.
Crowd got involved. But hey, them people on the court side, they had good seats. One dude was right behind him like, shit, I'm going to my phone out there, nigga.
But you know what's so crazy, bro? Like, you know what was acceptable back then and ain't acceptable now?
What?
Like, case in example, like, I know we didn't have them back then. We didn't have phones like how we do now. Back then. Back then, you had people throwing chairs, throwing cups, all that stuff. That's how the Malice in the Palace started.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
But it's just wild to me because it's like our city got a reputation for that. Had a reputation for that ever since. Since.
Yeah.
Ever since we
Hey, no, it didn't have. It revived us. It revived the Bad Boys.
It did
Wait.
to a degree.
Help me out with this. I can't remember. Was the Malice in Palace before or after we won the championship?
Not
Or the same season?
I gotta look that one up. No, I want to say that was after we won the championship. Hold on. I can tell you that now
I can't remember that.
because we won the championship. I want to say in 05. Malice.
No, it couldn't have been 05. No, it wasn't 05. It was definitely. It had to be like 08, 09.
What? That we won the championship?
Yeah.
No,
It wasn't 05, bro. I was out of school. I was out of school, bro.
We did not win the champ. Well, I was still in high school when we won the championship, so it wasn't in 08.
How can that be? Because I remember being.
I can tell.
Yeah, look it up.
Pistons championship. No, that was 04.
How could it be 04?
It's right here. Pistons championship 04. I remember that. I was still in high
You know
school.
what? You're right. I'm thinking of when the Red Wings won a few years later. It was like 08, 09 when the Red Wings won. Because I remember when I was at work in my 20s and a dude was on a skateboard with nothing but underwear holding up 2 Red Wings flags going down Woodward.
Wait. You said the Red Wings. Okay, yeah, you're right. The
08,
Red Wings
09.
won the last Stanley Cup in 08.
Oh, wait, yeah. Okay, so I had my who won. I knew some sport team won 08.
Yeah, but the last time the Pistons won the championship was 04.
Okay.
Now we was getting ready to repeat, but We didn't. We got stopped.
Yeah.
We got stopped.
People was rooting for us though. Yeah.
Then the Malice in the Palace. Let me look up when that happened. Malice in the Palace. That happened in Hold on. I guess it did. It happened in 04.
Same season, same year.
Yeah. I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot the theory.
I don't know why I thought that happened a year later, but yeah.
Yeah, I knew it was the year before, the same year or after. Okay, this is like trivia. This is good information to know for like a trivia.
Man, it's been over about 20.
Yeah.
It's been over 20 years since that happened.
Man, bro,
That's what's crazy about it.
Damn, I'm kind of losing it. I used to remember them top 5. I never really knew the name of a full basketball team.
You talking about for the Pistons?
For the Pistons, we had Tayshaun Prince, Rasheed Wallace, Ben Wallace, Chauncey Billups.
Rip Hamilton.
Them 5, especially Rip with the mask on.
Yeah. Well, also, we had other people like Lindsey Hunter.
You had a homeboy on the bench.
We had Antonio McDyess.
Who was the rookie on the bench? Who got a ring on the bench? Dirk? Was it Dirk Nowitzki? No, it was
Don't ever say that.
No.
Hey, the basketball fans gonna come up for your neck.
It was who was it? It was a white dude. He was a rookie and he was on the bench and got a ring. Was his rookie year.
You must be talking about Darko Milicic.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
Darko Milicic. Yeah. We had a hell of a squad that time, bro. We had a hell of a squad. What broke it up was when Ben Wallace went to Chicago.
Yeah.
I don't know. He shouldn't. Bro, Ben, why did you do that, man? You broke up the dynasty. Could have won another ring. Why did you do that, Ben? Damn.
Salute to you though, bro.
Yeah. Then all of a sudden, Chauncey Billups got traded and all this other craziness. Then Ben Wallace ended up coming back to the Pistons later on.
I want to know who was the GM that put that team together.
I think the GM at the time was Joe Dumars, if I'm not mistaken.
And he the one that got them together. He deserved all the praise.
I'm not gonna say that, home. Let me look this up because these hey, I know how it is in the sports world. Sports world, if you don't get your facts together, they'll come.
You know, in the sports world, sometimes you could put a team together, and then as soon as you got the team together, they'll fire you and let somebody else get all the credit.
Yeah, but I'm right.
Remember what they did with Golden State? I want to say.
Yeah, Joe Dumars. He was a general manager at that time.
Joe Dumars. I've been to your
field.
Yeah, I've been there before as a kid on a field trip.
Yeah, because they had the original owner at that time, Bill Davison.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember him.
Okay.
Hey, what I liked about Bill Davison is, you remember during the Pistons Celebration Day parade? It's an old clip. Go look it up. Bill Davison went up there and did his little speech, right? He said, we were having all type of people saying all type of bullshit. Just said it out loud like that. And then everybody, the crowd went crazy. Then after he went crazy, he said, I said it, bullshit.
Oh, yeah, when
he was an old man.
When you can't fire yourself, when you own something, you can poke your chest out.
Man, Bill Davis is a rich old man. What are you gonna tell him?
Yeah, you can poke your chest. Just imagine if you have a run-in with a Karen. Who's your manager? Give me corporate. This whole building, this whole business is me. Get out of here.
But let me ask you this. I don't know. Who you think was the best coach of the Pistons of all time was?
See, I'm not that much into sports, so I can't never really answer questions like that.
I can answer that.
Okay.
Chuck Daly.
Do y'all agree?
Hey, drop your thoughts in the comment below. Chuck Daly to me was the greatest coach the Pistons ever had.
And why?
Reason why, because he was getting ready to repeat the championship when we won it back in the late 80s. He was he coached the original Bad Boys, for one. And we definitely would have repeated that second time, but we didn't, unfortunately.
Do you think he the one that said, huddle guys, we need to come up with something called the Jordan rules?
Probably.
Yeah.
It's a documentary out about that.
Yeah, I want to know who Shaq got. That's how you know you're a dominant player, when you got rules against you. Shaq got it. Jordan got it. I want to say Iverson got it.
What's that?
Iverson, I think they just had to two-man him.
Oh, you talking about the rules against players?
Yeah, rules against players. Shaq, again, you was just too dominant. I want to say they had to foul him. His rule was foul him. Get him on the free throw line.
Because how dominant he was?
He couldn't hit free throws.
Oh, probably.
Yeah, and then immediately, most likely, they're going to recover the ball. Jordan, another, I want to say Kobe, his rule too was, when he get the ball, double team him.
Probably so. Yeah,
certain people, that just let you know how dominant you are. Double, triple team him. Lock them down.
I remember when we beat the Lakers back in 2004. Bro, the city went crazy when that happened. Man, that was a time. Y'all just had to be there.
Cause you remember that was a stacked team. They brought two legendary players on the Lakers team who never got a ring. They thought they was about to get a ring on the Lakers, and they got swept by the Pistons.
The main thing with the Pistons that I like, that we had a hell of a defense. We had a hell of an offense too, but you had two big men. You had Ben Wallace and Rasheed Wallace on the same team.
At your optimum health, do you think you could ever did a whole game of basketball?
Yes.
Like
Hell
start to finish, like
Hell
y'all not benching me. I'm about to okay.
Hell yeah, man. I was playing 2 sports at one time
Man,
at the
yeah.
same at the same damn
I used
time.
to do soccer, football every semester.
And shit, I used to.
But not
And still
every,
had energy. Man, I remember one year I thought about it. I'm glad I didn't do it. I was going to join the Marines. I didn't want to join the Marines to fight. I just wanted to join the Marines so I could just pass basic training.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I really wanted. But then when I saw where you had to go after basic training, I'm like, you know what? I don't think I'm going.
yeah, nah. My neck, my back, my neck and my back.
I got one more topic before we move on. Question.
Okay.
Quick topic. DJ Academics. We talked about this off air, but you know, to remind the people, he had a interview with Kanye West, and what allegedly happened, which actually really did happen. Forget the allegedly. Kanye West, I guess, invited DJ Academics to go with him to Japan, just out of spur of the moment type thing. He said, "Hey, bring your cameras, bring your camera crew, this, that, and the other. You know, we going to Japan. You know, you can film everything." DJ Academics didn't go, and during the Whack 100 interview, Whack 100 called. I was like, "Bro, why didn't you go, man? That was you could have really made a name for yourself." The reason why Axe said he didn't go was because, man, I had to go back to New Jersey. I had to go let my dogs out. On top of that, my girl didn't want, you know what I mean? So basically, it was this girl, I don't think, approved of him going to Japan with Kanye. He said, man, fuck all that, man. You could have got a name for yourself, bro.
You could have got another girl.
Why? Just why?
Ladies, y'all gotta understand. Y'all gotta step to the side if you want a successful man.
But just
You gonna be number 2 in his life, followed by his dreams.
So let me ask you this. Do you agree that DJ Act dropped the ball?
I don't really care. Like,
I know you don't care, but I'm just saying if you had an opportunity, just one opportunity to really build yourself up.
unfortunately, well, let's just be honest. He already is built up. He already has acclaim or stature in society. So I'm sure other opportunities of that nature will come his way. But yeah, that is Kanye West. Kanye is a spontaneous person. He may not ever do that again. But I mean,
can't say
I
that.
would say just go. But we don't know him like that. Do he even got a passport?
I don't know. I can't speak, but I'm just saying when opportunity meets preparation.
Yeah.
When opportunity meets preparation, that's right there is everything you need to be successful. I know he got some success, don't get me wrong, but if he just happened to get all that footage, him going to Japan, bro, just imagine how high that would have elevated him.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
You know? I'm just saying, like, right now, like, let's just say we get an opportunity to do something. It might be spontaneous, but at the same time, that's going to build what we got.
Or maybe his fund's not right now. Like, what if, like, damn, I want to come out there, but if Kanye ain't paying for me and my 1 or 2 cameramen and equipment.
But he said, y'all can cop on the private jet.
Yeah, that's yeah.
You're on the private jet too, so.
But also, you got to look at it from this perspective. I doubt Kanye is like this. I doubt he's like this. There are several other celebrities, millionaires, and billionaires. You fly a random model or some random people out, these people go vanish. Now, DJ Academics is acclaiming so high, people will ask questions. What happened to my dog? Where he at? What's good with him?
That could happen, but, you know, based off the conversation that Ack was talking about, he said that you can bring the camera crew and catch everything. So from the sound of things, I don't think that would have happened, but I don't put it past nobody for that to go down.
I still want to know how long they would have possibly been out there for. It's so much
all the details I don't know about, but the thing about it is the situation at hand. You would have came back with a movie.
Yeah.
You would have came back with you would have had Genius Part 2, in my opinion. And you know how much Genius did in Netflix. They had to have miniseries on how many parts they had.
Man.
Just you could have had another Genius right there. You would have got elevated.
Good footage, exclusive footage that you could have flipped. You could have flipped some of your footage. To
Man,
TMZ.
what? Man, you really could have took off. Yeah. So all I'm
Kanye
saying,
probably over there right now having experiences. Nobody getting on film.
Oh, man.
Running.
You get the behind the scenes, man. I'm telling you, you could have really took off.
But I mean, it's cool.
You could have wrote your own ticket.
You happy? You comfortable financially in your life? And some people, when you don't have to do something, that's the best feeling. Like he don't have to do it. He's good in life financially and in other regards.
You know, I got into a big back and forth with somebody about that. About this conversation. I said, would you would have went? He said, man, I don't rock with Kanye West, so I wouldn't go. I said, okay, whether you rock with him or not, the opportunity is for you to build a name for yourself. Now, a lot of people may not rock with Donald Trump, but still, they went to talk to the man so they can elevate their career.
I don't know if I agree with that because just look at all the people, not Trump's first election, his last election or last term, all the celebrities that was next to him, they got just standing next to him taking a picture.
Yeah, and that
now again, sometimes you do want to get close to people to understand them. Maybe,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I don't like this person. Let me get cool with them and see why I may not like him.
And that's the point I was trying to tell him. He wasn't trying to understand it. Like, you may not like everybody or whatever, but at the same time, at least figure out where they're coming from. Because Kanye, in my opinion, might be somebody called an anti-hero.
But I'm saying, well, I'm just going off of your regard, like, oh, I'm only getting next to you to elevate myself and look like I'm the man. No, sometimes, man, just be genuine to people. I'm going to come here and truly try to get to know you and build a relationship with you. It's not about, oh, I'm going to put my arm around you because the camera's around and act like sometimes, like, bro, let's pretend the camera's not here. I want to have a genuine experience and connection with this person. It's not, oh, I'm about to go to this Val Kilmer funeral because it's going to be paparazzi there and I get my picture taken next to, man, fuck all that shit. Put all that celebrity shit, all that status shit to the side. Sometimes it's about real life. Don't be showing up to weddings in fucking white Batman costumes.
White Batman costume?
I'm talking about Jaden Smith.
What the hell? Wait.
White, you didn't see him?
I don't even fuck with that kind of shit.
He showed up to Kanye West and Kim Kardashian wedding in an all-white Batman costume.
Who did that again?
Jaden Smith.
I did not see that.
And then he just showed up to somebody else shit with a house on his fucking head. Sometimes it's not about you, the tabloids, the celebrity,
no,
the
see,
status.
that's going out there. I wasn't even that's something totally different.
No, I mean it kind of correlate.
That's
I'm
totally
saying,
different.
Sometimes
right
you
there.
gotta. Sometimes I'm truly, genuinely here for you, not here for us or to look like I'm the man, I'm the shit. Also, I'm here for you. And you remember Kanye was allegedly going through a meltdown, and who was it? I want to say it was Pharrell or it was Chance the Rapper. They flew from wherever they was to Kanye to meet with him and talk to him and have a one-on-one conversation with him. And he thought, man, you only here for the cameras. Fuck the cameras, I'm here.
But see, that's a different perspective. But he was already interviewing him already. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but when the interview over, with the contract say only at 3 p.m. the interview over.
Okay, but what I'm saying is like that expounded into him traveling with Kanye. You know? No, but what you're saying, I damn sure agree, especially like with the back and forth me and my friend had.
Yeah.
Now that give you a chance to actually figure out how Kanye thinks. And then you might grow to like him. Like, okay, now I get it now. Now I get it now. Now I get it now. Sort of like Killmonger in Black Panther. Now, people look at him as the villain, but you got to understand what he did, what he went through in order to be like that. You know what I mean? We all look at somebody as crazy or as the villain, but the way you got to take a step back and see what his life is really like.
And honestly, let's listen to their side of the story, because a lot of people, they can make bold statements. Oh, it was a choice. But when you actually listen to the breakdown, you get it. Sometimes most artists do things for shock value.
Yeah.
I'm going to make this bold, crazy statement for shock value. But for those who choose to hear me out, it's going to make sense.
And
I do it sometimes on this show. But sometimes I really just be fucking up. Saying just shit like, damn, I was wrong on that.
Hey, you're human. So we about ready for these questions?
Yeah, we about to pull some questions, y'all, then we going to get up out of here.
All right, so this is your favorite part of the show. Y'all know the rules, so let me play the theme song.
My nigga.
Yo, we pulling questions, starting resurrections.
Metal detections, inspections, spaghetti,
Dialections.
spaghetti.
Proper vocal inflections. Radio detection. Oh, no, you already said something like that.
You want me to go first?
Damn, I kind of got a good one. Yeah, you can go.
No, go
first.
ahead.
Mine says, what do you think about corrupt preachers?
Oh, man. I think we pretty much already touched on that with the Marvin Sapp situation.
No, we didn't go. We touched on him, not them as a whole.
Not as a whole. Well, I knowing me, you already know how I feel about that.
Yo, you're right. We kind of did, too, because you was talking about the other story where the dude was like, somebody bring me $200.
Yeah. The so-called profound pastor of a church here in Detroit, I'm not going to say, and not Detroit, but when I was in Detroit.
It's kind of a stereotype, but a lot of older black preachers were actually running the streets when they were younger. Just talk to them. I used to do this. I used to do that. I used to sell this. I used to be over here and over there.
Used to be pimping.
It's like everybody has pipelines. And a lot of old black male preachers, their pipeline is go to the streets, possibly do some time or do something I deeply regret. Next thing you know, I'm a preacher preaching on why it's wrong. But the next generation going to ignore you and they're going to keep following it. It's pipelines, man.
I don't have a problem with that if you really change for the better.
Yeah, if
But
you really yeah.
if you really change for the better, that's cool. But if you change just to create another hustle for yourself,
Which
then you ain't then.
I don't even fuck with that kind of shit.
some of y'all do.
Because what you're doing is right now you taking spirituality and creating it into a hustle.
You sit back, you learn 2 or 3 scriptures that you can reference, and y'all be trying to clap all the members' wives and the ladies and the. It's just you just segued into another hustle. Some of y'all, but I can peep it. You ever just meet somebody immediately you can sum them up? Mm-hmm. I love that ability about me. Sometimes I'm wrong. Some of y'all ladies be, oh man, y'all so
The spirit
cunning.
the spirit of discernment.
Yeah.
But you know what too? I want to say this, speak on that. That's why the good churches don't get the notoriety that it should, because you got some good churches out there. Because the problem with churches with me, especially the bigger ones, they don't talk about the problems that. What I'm saying is, in the scriptures, they talk about a lot of problems that we're going through right now. They don't correlate that into what's happening today. A lot of times it be prosperity preaching. You know what I mean? And I guess to a degree, ain't nothing wrong with that if that's your thing. But at the same time, I like going to a church or talking about things that correlate with the scriptures that's happening right now. I like to add things, when it all comes together and it makes sense. And I think that's why a lot of people don't really understand the scriptures, because they're not doing a good job of putting 2 and 2 together, how it correlates to modern times. Mm-hmm. That's one of the reasons why I think a lot of people don't, especially men, don't go to church or quote unquote temples. So
What about you? What do you think about the food though? What about church's chicken? I'm joking.
I
hope hopefully y'all are starting to grow and understand his and my sense of humor. We don't be serious a lot.
I think Popeyes is better.
I don't eat none of that stuff. Who got the better rice and beans though?
I don't like rice and beans.
Really?
No.
Oh man, you're an interesting guy.
No, I don't.
Wait.
I rather
Open your wallet. I need to see that you have a black card.
I'd rather eat fried okra.
Go for it. Oh man, I had some fried green tomatoes the other day.
I don't like tomatoes.
All tomatoes?
No, I don't like raw tomatoes. Just
That's
raw.
fried.
I just don't like it.
Have you ever had a fried green tomato?
No, it look good, but I don't like it.
Good as heck.
I don't like it, bro.
Lily Mae's Buffet in Southfield, y'all. This is just a plug. Go check it out. Also, tomato cobbler.
I don't know why you telling me I'm not gonna eat it.
It's a spot on 6 Miles, Southern Smokehouse or something like that. Tomato cobbler. I tried it only one time. It's just not for me, but it sells out almost every day, so people clearly love that stuff.
See, like me, I rock with the fried okra and the fried mushrooms. Yeah, them two.
Okay.
Yeah, fried okra all day. You rock with it?
Yeah, I eat it, but it's not something I order a lot. If anything, it's gonna be the mushrooms over the okra.
Man, both in my opinion slap. I mean,
I really try not to do fried foods a lot because that stuff.
Yeah, it will. It ain't good for you long term. Yeah. Did you answer your own question?
Yeah. I said something about it's a pipeline.
Okay.
I answered it.
So my question right here is, what was the craziest party that you ever been to?
We've read that question before.
I
remember we put it back in. Don't put it back in.
That's right there.
Oh, I mean, I've been to parties. I just don't. It's so crazy. I don't remember, if that makes sense. You ever had one of them nights you had fun, but when you wake up, it's like you don't remember it all?
I want to say we did this one before, but I'm going to read it anyway. Preference, pharmaceutical or natural healing?
Natural, all day. That ain't even a lengthy question. Natural all day.
I'm getting more into the natural, like herbs and stuff like that.
Oh, I wonder why. Man, bro, I still can't wait. I can't wait for you to taste that stuff you just bought.
Bruh, what is up with you in that, man?
Taste it though. Well, once you taste that, you're gonna be like, oh, this stuff was right.
Bro, the tea I made, with all them herbs that you gave me, when I tasted, it threw me off, but it wasn't bad once you start drinking it more.
Because your palate is becoming acclimated.
Yeah.
But the stuff you just bought, you can't, bro. It's so nasty.
Bro, you trying to fear me, bro?
Get it in pill form. I'm telling you. I'm just saying. Watch it.
I got it now. What do you want me to do?
I mean, you can always buy a pill press machine and just scoop it into the little vegan tablets, or again, from this point on, get it into pill form.
Well, I know that now, but you know what? This is the type of herb that I know I'm not gonna be taking like that.
Do me a favor. The day after you taste it, just sip it or whatever. Just call me. I just want to hear your views and opinions on the taste.
This guy, man, you trying to.
I'm not even gonna tell y'all the name of this herb he just purchased, but it's not. It's to me, it's the worst tasting herb.
Man, it's like you try to scare me on this, bro.
I don't mean to scare you. I'm just saying that taste, bro.
But like I said before, this is not a herb that I know I'm not gonna be taking regularly because it cleans you out.
But I will also say this about my palate. I also don't like the taste of avocados. It's so subtle that I don't like it.
I've never been
avocados.
Guacamole and all that. I never. It's not that I don't like it. It's just something I can't eat all the time.
Like any taste that's really subtle, like it tastes like nothing. Then all of a sudden that aftertaste, like what is? I don't like stuff like that. Avocados are nasty to me.
Well, ain't like you gonna matter anyway. The tariffs gonna yeah, like you gonna get it anytime soon.
I can grow my own.
But yeah, man. So that's pretty much that. So we got anything else we want to talk about?
No, nothing else to talk about. Rest in peace, all those who we lost, all those who you guys look up to, family members, loved ones, everybody, family. Like, let's try to do better and be better. I'm hearing stuff about a lot of people and their family and situations, and it's just we gotta do better. We gotta be better. We gotta be there for. Be strong enough to where if somebody leans on you, you can still stand straight or something. I don't know.
Or just do what you can, with what you got. Because we in a time right now where it's so damn unpredictable that anything can go left or right at any given time. If you still got your family members here, do your best to love them, even though y'all not on good terms. Because I lost a lot of people that was close to me this year, even recently. Remember I told you about my homeboy? Yeah. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
And he was young. He like he was old. And, following prior to that, it was another person that had the same situation that he's still living. But what I'm saying is he's not in good shape.
Mm-hmm.
So, and these are young men. They're not old. And they are, just thinking about them being in the situation that they're in lets me know, like, look, like he said, you got to do better, I was made fun of for going to the gym for a long time, you know what I mean? Like, why you always in that gym? Ha, ha, he, he. But the same people who was making fun of me is now in bad shape now.
Y'all got to do better, man. Y'all can't. You can't just eat a full fried meal and just sit down and watch TV all night. Come on, you got to get up. You got to move around, get your blood, and take cold showers too. That really helps circulate blood throughout the body. It's certain things we got to do. Try it.
And drink water too. A lot of people don't drink water no more.
That's why I love this brother. Like me and him just talk about stuff, but he go around and he'll try it. Like, let me try this herb. Let me try that. Same for me. I'm open to trying stuff, and I'm like. Either I'm like, no, that ain't for me. Or like, I really do agree with this. This actually does help.
That's the
sleep this way or do this or that.
That's the first time he actually said that to me. Man, I almost shed a tear.
Now I got some negative shit to say. Nah.
Where the tissue at? Wait, where the box of tissue at, man?
Man.
No, but this is all good. So that's it.
Yeah, that's it. It's been a good show. One love, one love, one love.
I'm your boy Adrian AKD.
I'm Stubbs.
Let's get out of here.
Peace.